Well, Kenya has lost 38 billion shillings to Italians on Arol, Kimorel, and Itare Dam. President William Ruto says Muturi is incompetent. That is a lie. Muturi was a very competent Attorney General. He's a patriot. He's a hero to this country. President William Ruto had serious problems with Justin Muturi because he would never agree to give a nod to corrupt deals. Justin Muturi was ordered by President William Ruto to sanitize Arol and Kimorel, and he refused. And the president said the case between us and the Italians, we had a very weak case. And he told the president, no, we have a very strong case because these people never delivered anything, but they were paid 38 billion shillings. So we have a strong case. He said, no. The criminal charges against those people were withdrawn by Laundering as DPP. And the president picked a team without Muturi to go to Italy, headed by his private lawyer Adil as chairman, Nuruddin Haji and Kennedy Ogeto to go and sanitize Arol and Kimorel. And that happened. And Muturi was not involved, and the president was very bitter with Muturi. In fact, I heard him saying Muturi is incompetent. One day, I heard something. We were in a place called Kanyuambora on the 7th of August 2024. That is just after he had removed him as AG and appointed him as Minister for Public Service. So I heard him telling the Muslims that he had a very incompetent AG. You know, he has double speak. This is what he told the people of Kanyambora. William Ruto says different things depending on who he's talking to. When he wanted to please the Muslims of their issues, he says Muturi is incompetent. But when he was in Embu in Kanyambora, to please the people of Embu, he says something different. He says, asanteni sana watu wa Kanyambora kwa kunipatia huyu Justin Muturi. Amenisukumia sana mambo ya sheria. Sasa nimempatia kazi ya kunisimamia wafanyikazi wote nchini Kenya. He was saying how competent he is. One day, President called me and he was in a rage. Actually abusive. Wewe Rigiji, huyu mjinga, mbere huyu naitwa Justin Muturi, ni mjinga sana. Can you look for him? Umwambie, I am his appointing authority, mimi ndio rais. I have called him, I have given him instructions to sign some documents, and he is saying he cannot sign. You tell him, kama utamuongelesha Kiembu, umuongelesha Kiembu kama ndio atasikia. Ya kwamba if he does not execute those documents, I want his letter of resignation akifika Nairobi.
This is while he was AG?
Yeah. I said, Mr. President, calm down. What is the problem? He said, hiyo mtu ni mjinga, mlevi, very incompetent fellow. Hii mtu uliletea, ulitoa hii mtu wapi? He was very quarrelsome. He was almost abusing me. So I said, okay, Mr. President, let me talk to him. I called Justin Muturi, and the number was roaming. Yeah, AG, hey, where are you? He said, no, I'm in Dubai on transit. I'm coming from somewhere. I'm on the way back to Nairobi. I said, the president has called me and he's very bitter that you are disobeying him and there are things he has asked you to do and you are not doing. Why are you disobeying the president, Mr. AG? He says, no, president has asked me to sign them documents in the lobby of an international airport. Documents I have not seen. Documents I have not verified. Documents I have not authenticated. I mean, DP, how do I sign things I don't know? And it's about $1 billion US, and these are things that I don't know. And these people, DP, I'm very unhappy. They called staff from my office. President is telling me, your people have worked on it, just sign. And nobody told me that they have called people from my office. I cannot sign. He said, the president says you resign when you come. He said, no problem, I will resign, but I will not sign. Nikanyamaza. So nikaenda kutafuta president baadaye. Nikamwongelesha pole pole nini huyu Muturi amesema ya bana hiyo mtu ni mjinga. That man, where did we get this man from? He's a very difficult character and he is really sabotaging my programs. Hii ni maneno mimi nimepanga ya climate change, and now he is frustrating, I said okay, I left. So later on, after 3 weeks, Muturi came and see me. He said, muti ya nyumbani, hii kazi imekuwa ngumu. The thing the president was asking me to sign is a fraud. It's $1 billion US dollars that is being brought to the country without going through the National Treasury, which is contrary to the PMF Act. This money is supposed to go to the Ministry of Environment without going through the National Treasury. I have done due diligence. The owners of that farm have criminal cases against them, and there are people who are involved in money laundering. And from my investigation, this is money laundering. I'm not going to do it. So I told the president what he has said, and he was very bitter. And you know what has happened? Since Justin Muturi refused that thing, the talk of climate change, for the last 1 year, you have not heard the president talk about climate change. That 1 year, 2023, he was talking about nothing else but climate change. It was a scheme for money laundering. We were talking about planting 15 billion trees. That deal for $1 billion US dollars was supposedly to plant 3 billion trees. These 15 billion trees was a fraud to bring in money in the country for money laundering. And since Justin Muturi, who in my view is a hero for this country, refused, you have never heard for the last 1 year the Minister for Environment or the President talk about the 15 billion trees, because it was scuttled by Justin Muturi. Again, the last one about Justin Muturi. Why he is a hero?